name is Roger Richards and welcome to spiritualonline.org. You're about to enjoy a lovely segment of information, wisdom and vibrations, activations that were given to us from a celestial source in the spiritual world. And you're also very welcome to join in on our live sessions. We have several live sessions every week. And apart from the channeled content, we also have fully guided meditations, spiritual development exercises, sharing, discussion, Q&A, and we'll also do some readings on each other as well to help with the guidance during the day. So you can go to my website and book into any of the events there or shoot me a message, but it'd be great to see you. And remember, please like and subscribe. Enjoy the content. Cheers. I have a spirit guide with us who has been described or introduced as a master from ancient times, who has walked not only this planet but other worlds as well. And when we consider how long not just human souls but other living souls have been in existence, it is quite obvious that they would sojourn to many worlds over such great periods of time. And my friends, what I would like to begin with, this picture of your earthly material body and that of your spiritual self from, let's say, the heavenly realms. Your heaven and earth blended into one. They come from different points, they meet, they travel together, experience together, and then they separate and release. And where is the consciousness of your being? It is not in your material aspect. Whilst material things or objects can contain residual vibrations, as such, call it psychometry, it is your higher organism, your spirit light body, which holds the wisdom, the memory, and higher consciousness when you relinquish the lower vibration of the material world, which serves only to weigh down your higher consciousness or to prevent it from awakening within this heavier vibration. But as you relinquish your heavier vibration of the earth, hence your higher vibration, your higher consciousness reawakens on a higher sphere. There is no death of consciousness. And so you also have within your dual body upon the earth two breaths, two breathing systems. The breathing system of the physical oxygen, which activates your physical blood, which brings physical strength into your material body. How much emphasis do you place on that? Well, it is a vital exercise, of course. However, it is something that is done virtually unconsciously through your day. But what about your second breath, the breath of your light body, your higher self? What attention have you given to the breath of your spiritual body? In many cases, it is the same. Very little, it just happens of its own accord. But we need to explore further what is in the breath of the light body. Or within the breath, we refer to it as a breath of life, is all aspects of life itself. We are speaking of aspects of vitality, finer vibrations and specific vibrations that affect your nervous systems, that affect the internal organs of your human body. We are also talking of streams within the light breath, the spiritual breath, which activate your consciousness, activate your spiritual thinking. And the more attention that you bring to it through your meditations and through directed activity, particularly the focus upon what is actually contained within the light of the breath, or the light breath, so it will become activated within you. A consideration and exploration as to what is within the breath of life is something that will unlock the mysteries of living and being fully conscious on your planet. And through practice and development of this, it is then an aspect that has been developed in your eternal soul, which will then enable you to be carried by your light body to experience other places and for you to be prepared accordingly for it. And for some of you, your incarnation at this time on this planet, it has many purposes, one of which is to develop the manifestation of spiritual forces within the breath of the Spirit, within the breath of your light body. This is something that has been known to various spiritual masters throughout your history, but it is something that is rarely conveyed and rarely understood, for the mysteries themselves are difficult to explain, especially to the ear that does not choose to listen or to embrace what is within the coded wisdom of the light within the breath of the Spirit. I would like you now to consider your light body, which is within you and which is around you, and which fully encases your physical body from without and from within, and permeates extensively through it. But imagine this light body of yours as being similar to the leaves on a tree where photosynthesis occurs, where you receive the light from the source and then transmute it into what your spirit body requires to blossom and fruit and seed upon the earth. For without it, your being appears clairvoyantly as the bare tree in the winter that has as yet learnt to bud and leaf and blossom and fruit and seed as spiritual beings upon earth. There are exceptions, of course. So as you breathe consciously that you are connecting with the Spirit, you may also activate that which you require for your earthly state, for your earthly manifestation. Be patient, be persistent, just trust and allow yourself to grow into the divine, powerful, co-creator spirit being that you are destined to become. And we thank you for sharing our time with you. Many blessings. Now imagine your whole light body breathing in like photon energy from not only the sun, the spiritual sun, but from the stars, or every star is a sun. And that every molecule within your body is receiving and responding. And consider what may serve you in your life. Would it be courage? Would it be lightheartedness? Would it be patience? Would it be determination? Think of an aspect or virtue that would serve you. Would it be peaceful sleep? Would it be more alertness? Focus on what would serve you. And imagine the light codings feeding into your auric field, activating the circuitry to assist you. Feel it streaming right down to your toes, right into your feet, to your fingers and hands, right through your whole being. May there be a sense of communing with the stars, with the skies, with the sun, with the spirit of each of those, and all of those. And be patient, considering humanity is still in relative infancy compared to other places in the universe, and has much work to do spiritually upon the limitations of the difficulties of the material world. Imagine your whole physical body resonating with the light, realigning itself, recoding itself. You're breathing the light once more into the center of your head. And there may be parts of you which you may sense are streaming upwards and towards the stars. Allow yourself, if you need to stream up towards the stars. There may be spiritual guide or angels working with sinews of your light being, working upon them, maybe unraveling them, unblocking them, reconnecting them with sinews of light. Now imagine this light. It also doesn't stop at your feet or your toes, but it now extends into the surface of Mother Earth. And the extension of your body, being Mother Earth, is now also benefiting from this recalibration. Imagine you are like a conduit or a bridge or an instrument, allowing these activating forces to pass through you consciously to our Earth Mother. And as she ascends, we ascend. As we ascend, she ascends. For your material nature is part of your earthly world. And as part of the earthly consciousness that is working with you, just be aware of the warmth around your feet. Now be aware of maybe light within Mother Earth herself, particularly in the minerals and the crystals within the earth. It's like they're activating, lighting up. And now through your feet you're drawing in the consciousness of the mineral and crystal world of Mother Earth. The material body is benefiting from the wisdom of the mineral world and the crystal world. The material body is becoming more a living, alive, conscious being, just as your light body is. Keep working on your breath to bring all the goodness into your being. You may also be aware that within your sacred space is a presence of some of your spiritual ancestors who are in spirit. And they imagine that you symbolically are linked with them. And they are holding hands back through the family line, sharing in the activation that you are bringing through, and that will prevail for generations to come and for generations past. You can also imagine through these streams of connection the forces of healing, the forces of acceptance, the forces of forgiveness, the forces of love, and the forces of acknowledging the difficulties of incarnating onto this earth and developing and uncovering our own divinity. Maybe some old wounds that are healing. And consciously we may project a mood of understanding, a mood of accepting human frailty, a mood of forgiveness, and a mood of inner strength to strive forward. And as you strive forward, the ancestry in the line behind you will also be brought further into the light of the material world to assist future incarnations. To receive in the spirit world the forces of love and understanding and compassion from the physical world is a very powerful force indeed. It is a very powerful act for you to undertake from the earth plane, projected back into the spiritual plane. It is a substance of force, a great substance of healing, of awakening, of empowerment for self and others. And all these forces from the higher, finest veils of energy around you, slowly condensing more deeply on your fine body, more deeply down through your etheric body into your physical body. Wave after wave, from the fine, high vibration to the deeper. harmonizing as it condenses. Let's feel this flow down through your feet to Mother Earth. There's also now concerted work from your spiritual team behind and around you. Like a protective field being placed around you. So the work that we are doing will not be scattered by electrical fields of the earth. Allowing our spiritual helpers to do their work to fortify what we have done. You may sense or imagine the field around you becoming strong within itself. It will not just dissipate or disintegrate, it will hold its form while it continues to work upon our being. The guide who's with us, I think he's just extending personal gratitude for being able to connect through, and I'm also acknowledging him and the team, and kind of saying a farewell as we separate our energy field. My love to all of our helpers in the spiritual world. Very gentle, loving, deep energy field that is present. It's not what I expected, not what I expected at all. I can only describe it as going through a microcosm of the energetic rings of Saturn. Whatever that feels like, it's quite amazing. So again, just sending my thanks. Just be aware of your breath once more. And be aware of the breath coming into your fingers and toes. And just moving your muscles, just bringing yourself back into your body. Allowing your light body to be fully assimilated back into our physical if you've drifted out a bit. Make your time coming back. Just use your hands if you like to rub your arms and rub your legs just to lay yourself to awaken. And when you're comfortable, just open up your eyes slowly and have a sip of water, have a little stretch. Pop the cameras back on when you're ready.